As I mentioned in my speech, yes, for the first quarter this year, our projection was Reserve Bank's projection was 7.1%, but actual number which has been given by the first advance estimates given by the National Statistical Office is 6.7%. Now, obviously, 6.7%, would give an impression that it is lower than 7.1, goes without saying. But if you look at the components of the GDP, the main drivers of the GDP growth, whether it is consumption or it is investment, or from the supply side it is manufacturing, services growth, construction sector growth, I think all the sectors, the growth is 7% plus in the first quarter. Two aspects which have slightly pulled it down. One is government expenditure, which is both central government and state government expenditure, perhaps due to the election season between April and June and the operation of the model code of conduct of the election commission. Government expenditure was lower in the first quarter, and when I say government expenditure, it is both central and state government expenditures. But going forward, we would expect the government expenditures, that is both state and central government expenditures, to pick up and provide the required support to growth. The other thing which was slightly lower was agriculture, which grew I think at about 2% or so. But first quarter, it's a second quarter really. Second quarter onwards, from July onwards, the monsoon has been very good, and now it has spread almost to all areas of the country, excepting say a few areas. So monsoon is good, looking good, and the agriculture crop sowing is looking very optimistic, and looking very positive. So under these circumstances, I would feel that although the first quarter growth has come at 6.7%, but I think we have reasonably confident expectations that the year, the annual growth which we have projected at 7.2% should materialize in the current year. Rate cut I will not be able to say, because that the Monetary Policy Committee will decide, please.